Welcome to another installment of the Colfax First United Methodist Church Children's Sermon. And today we're going to do a mystery hour. So, I'm going to talk to you about a real whodunit, a mystery to beat all mysteries. I really love mysteries. When I was in grade school, there was a reading program called Book It. As part of the program, you had to read so many books at once, and your teacher would then give you credit for every book you read, and then once you'd read enough books, they'd give you a little certificate for a little pan pizza. Now, to fulfill my childhood love of pizza and of mysteries, now, who didn't like pizza as a child? I read the Hardy Boys mystery series, all 58 of them. Now, I read so many of the Hardy Boys books that my teacher, Mrs. Kohler, wrote in one of the reports that I wrote, "Bevan, please read something else." But I still love the adventure, the drama, the mysteries, the things that these boys did that were so exciting, and everything about them inspired me to read on. Well, I was really addicted. And so why is this really important to our lesson about Easter today? Well, I'm going to reveal the mystery of the tomb. So there's a story about an innocent man who was killed by some bad guys. But before he dies, he forgives all of them involved, and then he'll say, "I'll be back in 3 days." Well, few of these bad guys believed the ravings of what they considered a madman. But they thought he had some friends, and these friends could just be sneaky enough to make it look like he came back from the dead. So, after he was buried in a tomb, they went to their masters, and those masters said, "You know what? We're going to make sure nothing happens to this body. So we're going to put some guards in front of this tomb. And you know what? That's not enough. We got to roll a big rock. No, I'm talking a big rock in front of this tomb. And this rock was so big that hardly a person could move it. But that wasn't enough. And then they put some wax seal or some gooey stuff around the outside of that rock so that if the rock was ever disturbed, people would know. Well, these guards tread back and forth for 3 days, and nothing happened. But then on the third day, now stay with me on this, on the third day, an angel came down and brushed the rock aside like it was nothing, and then sat on this giant boulder of a rock. And all he did was he looked at the guards, and his face shone so brightly that the guards who were looking back at him fainted out of fright, just dropped there right on the ground, and were out. Well then, right after that happened, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary came along to see about Jesus' body and see the tomb, and all they came upon was an empty tomb. And they looked around, and there was no body, there's no nothing, but they did see that there was an angel sitting on the boulder. And the angel proclaimed, as was said in Matthew 28, 5 through 10, which is our biblical verse today. An angel said to the woman, "Do not be afraid, for I know that you seek Jesus who was crucified. He is not here, for he is risen, as he said. Come, see the place where he lay. Then go quickly and tell his disciples that he is risen from the dead, and behold, he is going before you in Galilee. There you will see him. See, I have told you." So they departed quickly from the tomb with fear and great joy and ran to tell the disciples. And behold, Jesus met them and said, "Greetings!" And they came back and took hold of his feet and worshipped him. Then Jesus said to them, "Do not be afraid. Go and tell my brothers in Galilee, and there they will see me." And you know what happened next? Well, that'll be for another story. Now that you know the mystery of the tomb, So to wrap this thing up, I'm going to read from another prayer out of this book here. And last time, it didn't show up very good on film. So I'm going to really make sure you see it. It's called Awesome Bible Verses Every Child Should Know. So we're going to read the prayer on Jesus' return. Dear Jesus, I hope you come back soon because I do love you. Help me to live in such a way when you do come back. I will be ready. Also, help me tell others about you so that they also will be ready when you return. Amen.